Cowboy Coat back with another dope video. Video. Who that there? Let's see. Hello. Yes, this is him. She gave the receipt to me with the card.
Oh? Hi. 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 Hi.
Okay, well actually I wanted to order 4 bags of TDI 16 with that. Well actually it'd be 3 bags because I think the TDI 16 is like $27 or something. 3 bags, yeah. No, that wasn't me. Wait, they're only $23? For some reason I thought they were $27. I thought I paid $27 last time I ordered it. It's only $23? Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Well, then I'll take 4 bags because then that'll be a little less than $100, and then that'll just cover what the.
No.
Let's just do it that way. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, you too. Bye bye. Hey, what we talking about? What we doing? No. So, my irresponsible ASS lost the gift card that I got from my mom for my birthday to the Sheldon Feed store. So, I had to end up calling them to see if they could find the gift card purchase and see that I didn't utilize the gift card at all. And so they ended up just calling me back. That was them. So they found the purchase. Boom. They see that I didn't use the card. Bam. And they said I can come in and make a purchase with the card. So I told them that I need the TDI 16. You guys already know what the TDI 16 is. It's for foal and mare growth for the horses. So I said, give me 4 bags of that, baby. 4 bags of the TDI 16, big dog. And yeah. Say, Daddy's kind of weird, huh? Daddy. Yep. I got Chopperito with me today. Say, hey, Chop. Hey. We going to the ranch. Yeah, we're going where? To the ranch to go see Zora and Rusty and go ahead and feed them. Nothing crazy today. I got physical therapy today, but I haven't been in a few weeks actually. But anywho, take care of yourselves. Make sure you go to the doctors and take care of your necks and your backs and stretch and drink a lot of water, things like that. But other than that, yeah, that actually just made my day. That made my day. All weekend I have been sitting here worried about, dang, I just lost $100 that my mom got me for my birthday, basically. Excuse me. And I was gonna be sick if I couldn't, because I need that TDI 16, y'all. That's so. And then, so that's gonna save a little bit of money there. I'm gonna have 4 bags of that. That's gonna last me a nice little while. And then I'm gonna go with gotta get some more hay and some more senior feed for Rusty. And hopefully, actually, I think that I might be able to get his teeth, float his teeth this weekend. So I got a side job coming up as I'm an electrician by trade. If you didn't know that, now you know. And so I still get side work here and there. So I got a side job coming up where I might just have me a little bit of money to get Rusty's teeth floated. I don't even know if that's the proper way to say it, floated. I guess the just best way to say it is float his teeth. Float his teeth. Anyways, file down his teeth is what really they're doing. They're filing the teeth down. So that's next up with Rusty. We do that. That saves me a lot of money, because then he can just eat regular alfalfa like Zora eats. So we'll see. Because if I'm able to do that, then the weekend after I can get Zora tested to see if she's el pregnant. How do you, como se dice pregnant in Spanish? Yeah, no sabe. No sabe.
Why?
I don't know. But I have to look that one up. But yeah, but also just another update. Not really sure if I'm gonna be going to Minnesota anymore. I would really love to go there, bring you guys this content, but it might just not be feasible. So you guys tell me what you think. All right, leave a comment. If I go down to Minnesota doing what I do at the racetrack right now, the lady said that they pay $65 per a work session, which she said that would be mornings and then the weekends. So I have an option. I have an opportunity to work mornings, which would be 7 mornings, and then an opportunity to work 3 nights. So I could earn up to $65 times 10, which would be $650. And that'll be $650 a week. But that does not include me and what I'd have to pay for my housing and my food. They said that the housing is real expensive, so it's just almost it's almost as though it's not really gonna make sense for me to do that, because then that means that I'd be working I'd be working every day, every single day. And the housing, they said, is about $1,000 unless I could get a roommate, and I don't know anybody out there unless they could hook me up with a roommate, possibly. So I mean, it would be a hell of an experience. I'd be one step closer into being a trainer and getting to my training. You guys see, it's about that time. She fighting it. But yeah, so I got I have that opportunity. $65 a work session. Maximum amount would be 10 work sessions a week. Minimum amount would be 5 work sessions a week, which would be $325 a week. And so I don't know, guys. I'm hearing from a couple people that I work with up there that have traveled. They say that if they're not paying for my housing, don't do it. It's not worth it, because there's other places where I could go and work and get my housing taken care of. And so, you guys know I love being a dad. I love being a dad. So, since I love being a dad, just me even taking that trip, it would be hard as it is for me to go all the way out there and be gone for 4 or 5 months without my kids, and especially to basically damn near come back almost like empty-handed. That doesn't really make sense to me. So I told the lady I would think about it. I don't want to turn it down and make how people are. People tend to feel some type of way when you tell them no when they offer you stuff. So I still got until the beginning of May to work at the track here. So I got time. I got some time to figure some stuff out. Another thing too that I've been factoring in is the fact that I'm noticing, well, not noticing, but if you pay attention to anything that's going on in the racing space, in this racing world, which I don't know who follows me that does. We're talking about horse racing specifically, of course. It seems like it looks like it might be like a dying art in California, dying sport in California. I've had this conversation before, but just to give you guys a quick update, there will be 0 racing in Northern California when it comes to thoroughbred racing. Quick summary: thoroughbred racing is the racing where the jockeys are on the backs of the horses. And what I do right now, working here in Sacramento at Cal Expo, I work with the harness racing, and the harness racing. So the harness racing is, they have a harness connected to the horse and a cart. And the cart was just 2 wheels, and then they don't call him a jockey, they call him the driver. The driver sits on the cart and drives the horse from the back. So that's what I do out here. And if I'm not mistaken, the only place that they do harness racing in California is here at Cal Expo. Harness racing is like the red-headed stepchild, and these aren't my words. These are the words of the people that have been, in harness racing. The red-headed stepchild of horse racing. And so, if you know what that means, basically, they're kind of like the forgotten side of the sport. It's not as much money involved. The horses don't cost as much. It's just as much training. It's just as much discipline and commitment from everybody. But the attention and the attention that's put on it, and the fans that support it is a lot smaller, and the prizes, the purse size is a lot smaller as well. So I'll be honest with you, I don't know how a lot of these people even afford to feed their horses with the amount of money they're racing for. And that's kind of, that seems like the regular thing when it comes to horses, period. There's people that make money in the equine life. I just haven't figured out where and who yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, I have met people that do make money, but I'm trying to understand what their formula is. I'm trying to understand how they're doing it, because these animals, the expense just to own these animals is so high, but it seems like the cost and the reward for these animals in a lot of aspects is so low that I'm trying to figure out exactly where the money's at. So if any of you guys know where the money's at with horses, let me know, because I'm trying to be there. But until then, you know, we just navigating and experiencing and tapping in with whoever and anybody and everybody that we can. And that's why, going back to the Minnesota, you know, would it be worth going to Minnesota for the networking, making the little bit of money that I'd be able to make, but be able to network, grow my network, have what I would think would be an excellent experience. I've never been to Minnesota before. Is it worth the amount of money that I would not make? And is it worth the amount of time that I would be away from my kids? So leave your comment about what you guys think. Let me know. Help me make my decision. But so that's a quick update on that there. At the racetrack, things are starting to get a little bit better. I've been excited. They've been hiring me. I've had to kind of I'm starting to now let people know, hey, this is what I charge. If you can't pay me that, then I'm not interested, because it's a lot of work, guys. And one thing I do is I take pride in my work. You know, I take pride in what I do. Even things that I don't like to do, you know, I try to do them well. And things that I do like to do, that's not even a thought in my mind, you know, on whether or not I'm gonna do it well or not. So I've had to let a couple people know, like, hey, you know, this is my going rate, and if you can pay me that, I'll work with you. If not, then maybe you can figure out how you can pay me that, and then I'll work with you. But other than that, you know, I'm at the point now where I feel comfortable enough to set a fair price for my service, even though I do an above fair job when I go. You know, I think I'm gonna turn this into a coping with Cope, because I really feel that that's one of the major problems with what's going on in the United States. I can't speak for the rest of the world, but I know that in the United States, I have noticed, and maybe you have too, is a lack of care in people's work. Meaning, have you ever noticed that when you go to a restaurant, the service seems to be poor? You know, and I'm not just talking about like the lower class or the cheaper food restaurants. I'm just saying, just all around. Have you ever noticed that when you go to a store now, whether you're in Target or Trader Joe's or Walmart, that the service is below par? You know, or for example, my son had his football banquet a couple weeks ago, and it just was it was poorly put together, number one, and none of the kids and none of the coaches, specifically the coaches, even looked as though they were dressed in business casual. Well, I'm not gonna say none. There were a couple. And that's what it said that they were requiring of the players to wear, was a business casual outfit. But yet the coaches weren't even business casual. You know, it just seems as though nowadays everybody is just so lackadaisical and has this mentality and this attitude that they are entitled to whatever it is that they want without having to put forth any effort. I was having this conversation with my good brother Gabe, Uncle Gabe, and I was explaining to him. Well, I sent him my YouTube page, and he was telling me how he liked my YouTube page and stuff like that. And I told him thank you, and I said, I want my YouTube page to be something that inspires people to want to go out there every day and do something that they're passionate about. Like we say, living our dreams. Because when you go out there and do something that you're passionate about, when you go out there and do something that you care about, it makes things more worthwhile, makes things more important. You put more into it. You give it your all, and it shows. It shows in your service. It shows in your final product. It just shows in your work. And I just want everybody to at least take the time out to find something that you like and that you love. Because if you just start doing stuff just for the money, and that's where going back to Minnesota, I don't want to do it just for the money, but it has to make sense for my family as well, not just for me. It makes sense for me to go out to Minnesota because it's something that I'm passionate about. Shit, I would go out to Minnesota and do it for free. I would go out to Minnesota and do it for free, to be honest with you. But if I'm going to be spending this much time away from my kids and my family, then it has to make sense, not just for me, but it has to make sense for them. So I want everybody to just take a day and think of something that they are passionate about. I heard a guy say this. He said, if there was anything in the world that you could do and you knew that you could not fail, what would you do? If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? So I want to challenge everybody to kind of think about that. What would you do if you knew you could not fail? And whatever that thing is, I would bet my bottom dollar on it that that's what you should be doing with your passion in life. Okay? So I just put up to the ranch. That's all I got for you guys. Coping with Cope. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and like I always say, we live in our dreams, baby. Are you?